Hello from Mindpads. The commentaries for today will be in international economics. China exports weaken, signaling more headwinds for growth. The article discusses the impact of continuing decrease in exports on the economic growth rates in China. As a result of the low demand worldwide, the trade surplus figures are lower than predicted earlier, at $49.9 billion instead of $58 billion. The dependency of Chinese economy on exports has resulted in difficult and challenging circumstances for the domestic producers with a decrease in manufacturing. Topics include depreciation on account of decrease in exports, managed float exchange rate system, balance of payments, and effects of depreciation on the international trade and economic growth of the country. Explain the causes and expected effects of decreasing trade surplus and consequent pressures on currency in a recessionary economy using the exchange rate diagrams. Evaluation will cover the effect of balance of payments and depleting trade surplus and current account deficit on the Chinese economy, with emphasis on domestic producers, consumers, and government. Dollar rises above 107.5 yen on Fed rate hopes. The article reports the recent appreciation in the value of the US dollar compared to the value of Japanese yen in response to the expectation of interest rate hike by the Federal Bank of USA. The appreciation of US dollar was further attributed to the positive decrease in unemployment figures. Topics include currency appreciation, floating exchange rate system, and its advantages and disadvantages on domestic production and international trade. Explain the effect of interest rates on the exchange rates using the changes in the exchange rate diagrams and the national income equation. Evaluation will cover short-term and long-term advantages and disadvantages of currency appreciation, floating exchange rate system, and its domestic producers, current account deficit, employment levels, government revenue, and economic growth in USA and Japan. Sterling at lowest since 1985. Gilt yield record low, below 1%. The article reports the steep fall in pound sterling post UK decision to leave the Eurozone, a record low since 1985. The value of billions of pounds was eroded in the wake of economic uncertainty prompted by the referendum. Topics include economic integration, discuss the various stages of economic integration, PTA, FTA, customs union, common market, and the monetary union, advantages and disadvantages of each on the international trade, exchange rates, and economic growth rates of the country. Mention the fact that UK maintained its own currency and monetary policy while being a member of the Eurozone, an implication of the earlier position on UK's exit. Evaluation will cover impact on workers, consumers, producers, and government through changes in price of goods and services, employment opportunities, loss of markets, allocative and productive efficiencies, tax revenues, and economic growth rates in the UK in both short term and long term. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Do visit us at mindpads.org or write to us at mindpads.org@gmail.com.